think we're live. What a palaver. What a palaver. Let's get my chat set up. Right. I think we're done. Right. It's been here, mine hair. Welcome, Tom. I don't know if you just saw. Yeah, I figured out. I don't know if obviously, Lucid, you just saw it. Oh, God, I can't work out vertical. Can't work it out at all. Streamlabs says you can dual output. You can do a vertical and a horizontal, but you need 2 stream keys. And the reason why the last one that actually popped up was vertical in a horizontal is because I'd actually set it as a vertical stream key, and then I couldn't change the vertical stream key. So I had to end that stream, and then trying to set up another stream just caused loads more problems. So I honestly don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm going to have to share out the link in Discord and try and sort of put people in the right direction. Right, give me 1 moment. Hope you're all doing really well there. Bear with me as I try and claw this back from wherever the hell it just went. And that one. That is best recorded on a phone, then overlay through Streamlabs for your face cam. See, you can't do that. Vertical, if I want to do vertical from my phone, it has to be directly through the YouTube app. So I can't integrate Streamlabs on top of it. I've got a screen sharer, which is called Video Ninja, and that puts it into my Streamlabs, which then I overlay it and I can control it with Streamlabs chatbot and all that stuff. But within Streamlabs, it then needs to send out two different feeds, and it has to be 2 separate streams. One's vertical and one's horizontal, and I just can't work out for the life of me how to do it. I'm going to have to sort of reach out to some people that do it both and just work out how they're doing it. I know it seems a lot easier if you're streaming to Twitch in the horizontal, because then you can just use YouTube for the vertical. So then that gets past that problem. I thought you could set the stream from your phone and then use Streamlabs to start the stream with the overlay. I don't think you can, because once you start the stream from your phone, it's broadcasting directly into YouTube, and then you can't integrate anything into it. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Fire Ice, hello. Sorry, I just saw your message in between Tom's 2. Right. Let me just double check. All of this is set up. Take the opportunity to share it far and wide too. At least I know it's working now, so that makes me happy. Right. I don't know if Tink's in yet. Tink's probably wondering what the hell was going on. I also need to set up my Streamlabs chatbot. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry, schedule it. Yeah. Oh, so you could schedule the stream from your phone and then Streamlabs to start the stream. Yeah, so that's what I do. I actually schedule it from my PC, actually. That's slightly wrong. But yeah, schedule it through the PC, and you pick. Usually, you can pick between broadcast from your phone or broadcast through broadcasting software. That's what I pick, because then I broadcast through Streamlabs. But yeah, just I'm used to having some sort of issues day to day. But yeah, this one was a doozy. You're on tramadol right now, so not getting wordy words good. No worries. I hope the tramadol's helping. We need to catch up. I missed the boat today on gaming. I'm going to try and squeeze some gaming in tomorrow if you're free. But yeah, hope you're sort of holding up well, buddy. Where does that say stream offline? I don't know what's going on. It's taking the edge off. You should be. No worries. I look forward to some games. Right. For some reason, my Streamlabs chatbot now says the stream is offline, but Tom's last message just appeared on it. So that's a bit weird too. I really don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just the excitement of having all this. Everything's weird. I don't get it. Right. Everything's weird. Hello, everyone. I am Ellipsis. I pretend to know what I'm doing, usually. Hope you're doing really well. Waiting for Tink to pop in. Yeah, today is... I was going to say all about Journey Together. But it's not quite all about that, because I've got a few other things that I might open in the meantime while we wait for people to roll in. Seeing as I've messed him around quite a bit so far, is an update required? No, everything. So every time you start up Streamlabs, it auto updates. So I won't let you open it until it's completely up to date. And I did a complete reboot of my PC earlier, so I had to really start from fresh. There wasn't any cache in the memory, so it should be all done. 4 half boosters. Yeah, so 4 half boosters, totaling 72 packs, but also the Elite Trainer box as well. So we've got another 9 packs in there. So actually, it was a bit of a troll. My thumbnail. 80 plus packs actually means 81 packs, but it is 80 plus. So yeah, looking forward to getting into them. Yeah, just playing some Balatro while listening to the stream. I actually downloaded Balatro. I bought that game before it ended up being free on Xbox Game Pass. Really like the look of it. We used to have a housemate that was a streamer on Twitch, or is a streamer on Twitch, and he played Balatro, and I got really into the mechanics of it. I really like the look of it. So, but I haven't played it yet. I really like the idea that you get packs and you open them and it gives you different buffs and stuff. Love it. I thought it would be harder to get into until I started. Yeah, I did. Just really, really cool. It's a fun poker roguelike. Yeah. Okay, I used to love formatting my computer at night just so I could play World of Warcraft again the next day. I never had a right good enough to just jump in and play. Yeah, I never played World of Warcraft actually. That must have sapped life away at some point. I imagine you just lose your entire life to it. Tink, is it working properly now? It is. Oh, I never had a rig good enough. Yeah, no worries. It is Tink. Yeah, I came up early. I told Tink I got to go up early because I'm sure there's going to be a few techie issues with trying to do it vertically. And it took me about half an hour, more than half an hour actually, to get to the point where I could actually switch a stream on that worked. Apparently YouTube is banning Balatro as gambling. There's no money involved in it. How is that? Seems to happen a lot on that game. Yeah. Hi, yeah. Tom says hi. I'm hi. Sorry. Don't be sorry, Tom. you know, it's never a bad thing, but obviously for this time it's for a proper reason. So yeah, about time. Sorry Tink, sorry everyone. I feel like I've let you all down. Right, if that wasn't enough of a catastrophe, you know, my booster boxes that has all my cards that I need to binder. So that's all of the Black Star promos that still remain in, all of the Prismatic Evolutions, about 160 cards. In trying to now like move my phone around so that it actually works in horizontal and all that stuff, I managed to hit the table that all those cards are on. And now there's a sea of sleeved cards all over the floor, all jumbled up. 3 boxes went flying. And I think there's probably about 400 to 500 cards all over the floor, which I don't have time right now to go and pick them up. So yeah, this is what we're kind of up against. And you have to bear with me. My light, fairly short, and I can't reach it. There. Turn it down a touch. Yeah. Tink, you'd be shocked at the state of the office right now. It was reasonably clean earlier, but I've just made it one hell of a mess. So anyway, 18, another 18's 36, 54, 72, plus the 9 in there, that's 81. Yay, more sorting time, that's my fave, after pulling Dog's Danglies cards. Pulling Dog's Danglies cards, oh, that's a phrase. Yeah, I mean, I'll sort it out later. I don't mind sorting out cards, but after having arranged them all, so that I can actually just take them one at a time and put them into binders, I'm kind of screwing over that now. Should have just sent Millie to help. It's a bloody good thing Millie wasn't in the office. Otherwise she would have to be immediately booted out. But Millie takes up space on the desk, and obviously she can't be in the office while I'm streaming. I saw China has a new exclusive art for their new set. Really? Artwork of who? I actually had that just as a backdrop. I'm not going to open it today, but yeah, that was my backdrop for when I was doing vertical, which I'm not doing anymore. So I'm going to move that out of the way so I can actually have the full desk. Tom, thank you for base set legend. Tink, thank you for 15 months. That's crazy. Yeah, Lucid, put it in Discord. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I need to... There's no way to combine live chat. So I have it just so it's chat, but then you've got like fan funding and top chat and stuff, different options. So I'm gonna have to try and keep out, because that's one of the reasons why I keep missing if we get raided. So do shout if you see a raid come in. Not sure that there will be one tonight, but if there is one, I need a bit of help with it sometimes. But I did see yours, Tom and Tink. So maybe there's a change to the chat system. I don't know. But yeah, awesome. Right. As I said, I'm going to wait a little while just for anyone else to come rolling in. I know Jordan's going to be in at some point. I don't know if Jason's going to be able to join us, hopefully. But for now, should we start with a little bit of Shrouded Fable? It's my last booster bundle. I bought 10 of them in a sealed box. I've opened 9 of them and not one SIR. I don't even think there was a gold so far. And I've already pulled 2 golds. Tink, I shared it on Jordan's Discord and I shared it on my Discord. I've also shared it in a couple of other streamers' Discords. So it should be okay. Oh dear, excuse me. Where's my knife? I'm impressed you're able to keep things sealed for this long. I don't last a minute when I get anything. Actually, like, finding time to stream, because my work keeps me kind of busy for like sometimes like 8 or 9 days in a row, means that like when I do find stuff, I buy it and then I don't really have the time to open it. That's one good thing in a way. It just means it goes in the cupboard and it's for a future opening. The other thing is as well, it's my birthday at the end of April. So I've been kind of ferreting stuff away to open for my birthday, and there's quite a lot actually. So I keep telling myself, no, you're not opening that, not until your birthday. So I'm going to be doing a live stream on my birthday, and it's going to be pretty mammoth. I'm going to maybe send out like a short in a couple of days, just going over everything that I want to open. But yeah, it's helped me control my urge, definitely. But yeah, this one has just been sat in the cupboard waiting to be opened for quite some time. So you might as well just open it. If I can get that knife in there. Not much Shrouded Fable. Thought you had MasterSet it twice. No. The main's part of the set, yes. But there's a ton. Considering how many packs I've opened, there is a ton of illustration rares. There's still, I think, 2 golds. I think there were 3 in the set, so there's 2 I still need. And no SARs pulled yet. Big birthday booster bonanza. That is possibly what I'm going to call it. Yeah, I might take that as a suggestion, and that'll be the name of my birthday stream. So yeah, we've got 6 packs. Been a while since I opened Shrouded actually, so we'll see if I can get a bit close to the table first. Can we pull an SIR finally? And what are the odds of it being in the last booster bundle that I opened? I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. So we've got a hollow Lightning Energy, Zorua, Sneasel, EV, Dusclops, Night Stretcher, Genesect, Binding Mochi, Reverse Xerosix Machinations, Crobat Reverse, and a Dusknoir. Okay. But the binder does look nice. When you flick through the first sort of 8 or 10 pages, and it's all full pages, that's always nice. I think there actually might be some EXs that I still need for the main set. I'd have to go back and check. It's been a while since I went through the binder. Okay. Got a Metal, Toxicroak, EV, Baroon, Zubat, Crobat, Janine, Iron Moth, Sylveon in reverse, Inkay in reverse, and a Cresselia Hollow. Oh, for the cent? No, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. For anyone that didn't know, I think it was the last 3 cards you needed, right? For the main set. I sent Tom some cards out because I had so many reverses and he was missing 3. So, no. Brother from up the country, I sent him a few cards just to help it. We got a Dartrix, Absol, but you're welcome, Tom Norris. Rowlet, Cassiopeia, Galvantula, Academy at Night. Can we actually get a pull from this box? We get Binding Mochi, Rowlet, and Haxorus. Alright. All right, we're 3 packs in with nothing to show for it so far. This is going to be one hell of a dud start to tonight's stream if usually 3 to 4 pulls from, I know nothing, you know, too major because we're still missing a load of cards, but on average the booster bundles 3 to 4 pulls. Right. Reverse Copper Rajar, Weavile in reverse, and a Cresselia. Okay. Get the duds out of the way now, keep the good luck for the next lot. Part of me was thinking that, part of me is hoping, you know, there's the 3 cards that are on the thumbnail I would really like to pull. Got the Iono's Bellybolt in gold, Thoret's illustration rare, just because it kind of reminds me in Tinker Our Cat, and the Lily's Clefairy. All right, I don't know if that's something at the back there. It's got a little bit of shine, but it could just be a holo. We got a reverse whatever, Metal Energy, Dusclops, Varoon, Kyurem, Night Stretcher, Decidueye, Stuffle in reverse, Tapu Bulu in reverse. After these pulls, I can see why the Morpeko looks sad on the map. Yeah. Cresselia, Microfabricant. And it's just a holo. We are getting stiffed. My lord. Lily's Clefairy sounds like a euphemism. Yeah, you're not wrong. But then again, so does the card in the set called Ends PP Up. That sounds really bad. You want to go down the club to see Lily's Clefairy? She showed me her Clefairy. All right. And I have you pulled Ends PP Up? That's just the worst phrase ever. They're talking about maybe Pokemon will ban that card now. After creating it themselves. Dusclops, Beware, Sneasel, Zorua, Academy at Night, Kyra. Oh, and it's just an A-spec. Night Stretcher, Pokevital A. There is one A-spec that I still need because I have to have 2 of each, don't I? So, Pokevital A, got a reverse Kyurem, and a Tapu Bulu. Wow. So still no SIR. But we did get a Pokevital A, which I'm happy about. Whether or not it's the one that we do need the second of. But, alright. The best card. Yeah, they knew with that one. It's just... people reckon that it was like lost in translation. Someone must have proofread that so much that it went down. Yeah, I'm not pulling on it again. Yeah, it is 2 energies from the discard onto an Ends Pokemon. They do a crap ton of damage. Okay, I'm sure it's like super powerful Ends PP. But yeah. And on that note, other than we're going to probably like find half a dozen in these boxes, I think we'll leave it at that, shall we? Right. Do we open the journey together yet? Or shall we open like a couple of triple blisters of Stellar Crown? What's the thoughts on that? Ends PP Up being super powerful is an interesting concept. Yeah, it kind of, there's way too many questions. Raised eyebrows. It's very strange. But yeah, I'll give it a minute. I'll have a sip of drink please feel free to, in the chat, say Stellar Crown or Journey. And PP energy, small PP energy. Right. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is start getting all this out. And this PP has big dick energy. Well, you know, dicks didn't come into it. What? Literally with that effect, yeah. Sounds like big PP energy, yeah. See, there's something that Nintendo themselves created, and it's going to cause all this type of discussion. It's just not necessary. No one said dick, though. Dick? Did I say dick? Oh, big deck energy. Okay. I thought Lucid said dick. My bad. I will endeavour to read the chat. Well, Pokemon Company and Nintendo, right? They still are the creators of Pokemon. I think they're still involved. Someone in the chat might actually be able to help me with that. I'm fairly sure they're still like massively involved in Pokemon. Could have been the posh southern accent. I don't have a posh southern accent. I suppose I do, but I actually think I talk quite rough. Because I suppose the posh English accent is very, very posh. Like you've got testicles in your mouth. This is looking like, I kind of want to give you the view from where I'm sat, because this is a thing of beauty. Imagine those 4 stacks. They're on a journey together. That does compared to round here. That's literally the voice I played in my head when I read that. Right. I'm gonna open this as well. I kind of want the promo out of there. Not gonna lie. I was looking forward to putting it in the booster box where all my other Black Star promos were. But I might as well just throw it on the floor at this point. Unfortunately. Nailed it. Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, you did write it in a very colloquial way. That was very well done. We do have the Journey Together book. I've been through the set, and I'm sure most of you have already watched enough content or been opening products yourselves. Don't open the ETB yet. Yours sucked ass. I am going to open it. I can't not. I don't know. I've seen mixed things with the ETBs, actually. I've seen some people actually get like super good, like 3 to 4 pulls. And not just like main set EXs, like decent cards, as a really cute Enzarua. There's the promo from the set then. Some pretty cool sleeves. Nice. I'm going to leave... Oh, the code card's in with the promo, right? So no one gets that. Yeah, there's our 9 packs. So we're going to leave them on the ends. This is how we're going to end it with the packs from the ETB, just in case there's a, I don't know, like a difference in pull rates. Half booster boxes so far tend to give me 5 to 6 pulls, roughly about what you'd expect from a full booster box, half of it, you know. What was I going to say? Booster boxes that I've seen opened of Journey Together, full booster boxes, they seem to be a little bit more loaded than typical booster boxes. I've seen 14, 15 pulls from some booster boxes. I don't know if that's kind of average or if I've just seen incredibly good booster boxes, but the 2 or 3 that I have seen fully opened have been really good. What are we thinking then? Straight into Journey, or shall we hover with a bit of Stella just for now? Cookies, hello. How you doing? Good to meet you. Yeah, I'm kind of... Stella's a set that I'm actually quite enjoying opening at the moment. But I know we've started late. I'm sure a lot of you are actually eager to get into these 80 packs like I am. Let's keep Stella at the end, like the treasure at the end of the journey. I mean, we could do, but they could actually be complete dud 3-pack blisters. So, you know, hopefully though, you're right. But I get it. We're gonna dive in. You're working on a Dex binder, the entire Pokédex, 1,020, I think now. That's an impressive binder. I'm guessing you're using the binder that you can add extra pages to, that sort of thing. Good luck. Thank you, Fire Ice. And Tom. Yeah. Right. I guess this is where it starts. I've been opening 1 pack every day for the last 9 days. The first day I opened 2, and I've just finished pack 10, so that's 9 days in total. Kind of, I want to say unforgiving at the moment. 3 pulls. 1,025, yeah. Yeah, 3 pulls. And, I mean, I did get the Lily's Clefairy full art. That wasn't bad. But I think just 2 EXs other than that, which is, you know, I would hope for more, but we've opened quite a few packs now in a row that, you know, with nothing to show for it, I'm thinking there may be a decent pull in the rest of that half booster box. We've got Shelgon Reverse, Ends Darmanitan. We're starting off with a pull. Alchemy EX, that's not bad. Okay. For a bit of first pack magic. Not too magic. But I'll take it. I don't know how these have all ended up the wrong way around. But that annoys my OCD. So they get turned around. Alchemy. I haven't seen Alchemy get a rule box card since Sword and Shield. Rule box. You're gonna have to explain to me, Fire Ice, what is a rule box? Is that something that's on? Oh, the EX rule, I guess. That's what you mean. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so minifigure. How are you determining which card of each Pokemon you want to put into your decks? Because I imagine there's certain cards that you want to keep in the Pokédex that might be a little bit hard to come by or are a bit expensive now. I only have 178 cards left to have the complete Pokédex until Gen 10. Nice. Matang in reverse. Pancham in reverse. And Butterfree. You're doing well. That's a pretty decent success rate so far. I don't know if anyone... what was it? Fire Ice, I think... Were you going to do it? The thing on Google where you have to find all the OG 151. I think you saw that, right? You were going to try and do it. Dunsparce. I did sit there for about an hour and a half, just taking my time, searching. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you saying actually, yeah, it was it wouldn't work quick, would it? Okay. Looks like we've got a nice card here. We've got a Combusken in reverse. I'll take that. We'll absolutely take an Iono's Kilowattrel. I very nearly put that on the thumbnail as well. That is a very cool artwork. Very cool. Nice. Okay, so 2 pulls. 1, I would call that very nice. We've got a Magiana. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like the way, like, Iono cards have a very cartoonistic appeal to them. So yeah, I like that one. But yeah, I mean, it took a little while. One thing I found though, Fire Ice, if you can do it, literally every time you look, whenever you look up a Pokemon, just scroll down the page slightly, and just click on the next original 151 Pokemon that's in the list, and then it opens up the next one rather than you having to search for them. There is a little kind of hack you can do there. I'm not saying a word. Not saying a word. It's a great card for an Iono deck, yeah. The cards in the decks are more memories than cards. Nice. That's a nice way to look at it, actually. Sentret in reverse. Kecleon in reverse. And Lily's Rabombi. I'm going to try and keep the reverses separate. Yeah. I tugged away, and there it was. This is, like, I do family-friendly streams, but this is making me really want to sort of just unleash the adult jokes. You won't find PokeRev making these types of comments. Darmanitan, Lokix, Combusken, Lotad, Geodude, and a Tyranitar. You still have to get the Ultra Beast. Bump up the age requirement. Well, I did say it's not made for kids, so that's one thing, I suppose. The Ultra Beasts, it's like Buzzwole, and who's the other ones? Or are you talking about an actual Ultra Beast? Can't remember the other ones. There was like collection boxes that were called Ultra Beast. One of them was Buzzwole. Can't remember the other ones. We've got a Caterpie, Magma, Wooloo, Beldum, Klinklang, Sandaconda, Copperaja, Fungus is Among Us, Black belts training. And we've got another EX of Salamence. I'll take it. I think just from the experience I've had so far with the half booster box that I've been opening each day, I have a feeling that the majority of the pulls from this set, and particularly because there's no ace specs in this set, I think you're probably going to find EXs more often than we used to. Pokemon is sort of switching it up quite a lot. A prismatic, all of a sudden there's no illustration rares, but then there's Pokeballs and Master Balls, which kind of frustrated people. Now there's no ace specs in this set. The illustration rare portion of the set is actually fairly small. I think there's like 11 or 12. Cubone in reverse, Articuno in reverse, and a Regirock. We've got Lightning, Bagon, Wingull, Togedemaru, Squirvet, Ends Castle, Oinkologne, Aesilgor, Black Belt's training in reverse, Low Kicks in reverse, and Iono's Kilowattrel. One card I still need to find from Journey Together is Dredagon. Just a regular like non-hollow type card. Don't think I've seen a Dredagon. Sorry, dude. I have discovered that on Tramadol I can write short stories. We'll post to Discord. No worries, man. Just on that note, you may not know, but I wrote a book once. So if you're into writing, I'm your guy. Alolan Marowak, Rock Scouting, Reverse Rookie D, Reverse Lily's Comfy, and a Ludicolo. I always like Ludicolo cards. They're always really vibrant and quite, I don't know, fun. Fun. Just the common card of Dredagon. Okay. You talking reverse or regular one? Ludicolo has been underrated since Pokemon Colosseum. Paladin Wooper. Is Colosseum a game? Greedent, Regice. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's the card that you want for Dredagon. Okay. Metapod in reverse. Regice in reverse. And Noivern. Right. Yeah, an old one at that. Okay. The main villain on Colosseum, Mirabee, was themed on disco. So had dancing Pokemon like Ludicolo. Gotcha. That sounds quirky. I'm not gonna second guess it. Every now and again you see it is the bottom just looks extra sparkly. Petalil, Virizion, Hop's Choice Band, Articuno, Nimble in reverse, Billy and Onair in reverse. It's an EX of Ends Zoroark. That's nice. So we're working our way through the EXs, which doesn't bother me because I do need 2 of each, but that's not a bad EX. They've definitely improved since Scarlet and Violet base first came out. Do you remember when they were saying about how the EX cards just look muted? They've definitely upped the quality and the sparkle on the EX cards. You can read them out if you want. They are drug-addled shite. That's a £10 card right now. The Zoroark. That's decent. I still need to pick up a Registeel from Surging Sparks. They needed to. Some EXs were basically seen as bulk. Yeah. But no, they definitely, they've done some good. I will say that. Whalmer. Tadbulb. Cramorant. Florigato. Another Cramorant. There's, Hops Cramorant that time. Octillery. Wheezing. Bagon in reverse. Togedemaru in reverse. And a Meowscarada. At the end of this, this is 1/2 booster box. Let's take a look at the end and see how many pulls we've managed to get. I'm not going to go through trying to look into what reverses I still need. I think I'm, from opening a pack each day, 10 packs in, I've got to about 24% of the set, I think, on putting it into Pokélector. We've got a Magearna in reverse, Noibat in reverse, and a Lycanroc Holo. Okay. Thank you, Tink. Yeah, please do join the Discord if you're not already on it. Or my Instagram. I don't post much on there, but I do need to get more used to doing the whole socials kind of thing. We've got a Ruffian, Cinchino, Maractus. It's quite nice seeing shorts of packs open that aren't all God packs. Makes my brain realise that I'm not likely going to pull a God pack if I buy loads. I actually really enjoy just the process of opening packs. I don't... Ooh, that looks nice. I just think it's really unrealistic if all you ever see is great pulls being pulled. Not a Ruffian, they will have Vagabonds next. The Ruffian, people are joking online, is the card they made for scalpers. I kind of get it. I think this might be a full art of Ends Zoroark. I will take that. There you go. So the Lily's Clefairy, obviously that's a full art as well. I actually really like the style on these cards. I like the kind of colourful Pokemon with the sort of washed out trainer in the background. It just looks really cool. Nice combo. One of the best cards of the set. Something age appropriate of Ends you can pull out. Again, like that's a sentence that, well, I really didn't say pull out, but oh my God. Yeah. The brain boggles, the mind boggles, the brain just says things it shouldn't. And I'm going to get in trouble. If anyone's watching that is slightly offended, I'm sorry. Super Potion, Corviknight, Bonnet, Qfant in reverse. And I don't know what that is. Illustration rare, 1 gold star. It's the Whale Lord, and there's a card I actually was hoping to see. I actually really like this Whale Lord card. There's something really cool about the way it's just sort of breaching the water. That's a cool card. It's a little bit heavy on the left, I must admit. Giant penis. Those drugs are working good, aren't they, Tom? Is that an alternate art? Do we call that alt art? Just the tip, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I get it. That card's quite high value too. I really need to look at the values actually. I rarely pay attention to values on cards, mainly because one goes in my binder, and if I get duplicates, they just go in a box. Especially if I consider maybe grading at some point. We've got a Magmortar Hollow. But a very nice card. Definitely one of the more memorable artworks from the set for me. My brain is broken now. I don't care where the card comes from. It could be a promo, an SIR, common or rare, as long as it's the Pokemon example. As long as it's the Pokemon example, I have Topps Canine. I can't read tonight. Topps Arcanine. Any set is fair game for the deck binder. Topps cards, actually, for someone that wasn't I didn't really do Pokemon back then. Topps cards are actually really fun. Pair that card with ends PP up. Okay. We got 3 more packs from this stack. There we go. Let's get these out of the way. I'm going to have a little sip of drink. Maybe a quick vape. And ponder ends PP. Torchic. I think they did Lucid. That's why it's so big. You can only get it. Damn it, Dan. Oh, redeemable ticket. There's a card I haven't seen so far. Is that even in the set? Have I just won like some Willy Wonka factory visit or something? Redeemable ticket. Ordino in reverse. Cinchino in reverse. And we've got another EX. That is a really cool EX to get. I love that Mimikyu artwork. Very dark, very mysterious. Very cool. Glad with that. Promos are your favorite. Good art for cheap. To be honest, I was looking into promos. One of the things I did look at prices of. You can pick up Black Star promos really cheap. Some of them have actually got really good graded value. I was looking through the ones that I'd bought that I just want to populate my binders. And 4 or 5 of them I bought for, like, in UK pounds, £1.50 maybe. £50 graded a 10. And I don't know who traded them into the shop that I bought it from, but most of them look in really good condition, quite well scented. So yeah, I kind of feel like Black Star promos may even be like a decent way to flip cards. The invite link for Discord ain't working. Yeah. Let me finish this pack. I will get that fixed. Tink's got the updated one. But I will update one in Streamlabs chatbot. Sorry. You need to sing because I got a golden ticket. Should I? Because I got a golden ticket. Reverse Mr. Mime. I've got a golden chance to make my way. Wingle in reverse. And a Reshiram Hollow. One of my favourite films when I was a kid. The Candyman's probably my favourite song. I'm going to take a little drink now because I was getting a bit parched then. Yeah, I got the Kingdra and Greninja from the Shrouded boxes, both ace graded as 10. Not selling them though, they look too good together. The Greninja card, yeah, one of my favorite promos from Scarlet and Violet so far, definitely. And the Kingdra's a really nice card too. There's like it's really old Japanese photo of like a huge wave, not a photo, and artwork. I forget what it's called, but I've got a poster of it. I haven't hung it yet. But the Kingdra kind of resembles the artwork from that. The background definitely. Really, really decent artwork on that. You did sing it, Lucid. I got a golden chance to make my way. And with the golden ticket, it's a golden day. Anyway. Is that actually just called The Wave? I'm sure it's not. You might be right there. Okay. Last pack from this half booster box. And actually, I reckon we might have beat the odds on my typical amount of pulls from a half booster box. Don't know if we can expect to see anything else, but we'll soon find out. Combuskin, Golem, Escavalier, Reverse Reshiram, the Great Wave of Kanagawa. Yeah, I knew there was like a Japanese name in there somewhere. Reverse Kamala, and a Wailord. Okay. So there wasn't anything in that last pack, but that's okay. Let me clear down this space. Otherwise, I'm going to have no room for putting anything else. And this is one of the most funnest things of openings for me. That's all the reverses from one stack. We're going to blitz through putting together the majority of the master set for the main set. That's going to be really fun. So look out for a future. I'll probably do it as a. Do I do it as a live? I might do it as a video. Just putting everything into the binder. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pulls from the first half booster box. That's not bad. That gives me hope, possibly, for the one that I've been opening each day, because that would mean actually it's not just duff. The 3 pulls that we've had so far, we might be looking at an extra 4 more in that box. That would be really nice. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm just going to have a quick sip. Got two drinks potentially on the go tonight. Got a Coke Cherry, one of my favourites. And also, in case that runs out, I've got the Summer Edition Red Bull Karuba and Elderflower. It's actually really tasty. If you've never tried it, try it. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. Duff man. But yeah. Where's my vape? Gonna have a quick vape. So, I want to say, 18 packs in, I'm not disappointed. I actually really like this set. I think some of the artworks are a massive step up for Pokemon. So posh people drink elderflower. I'll admit, all right, I'm posh. I'm posh. What's the most poshest thing you think you've ever drunk, Tom? Have you ever had a Pimm's? I did, and I didn't like it. But why put vegetables in a drink? I don't get that. Oh, yeah. But yeah, thank you for that, Lucid. Kanagawa. I'll have to remember that. I actually went out, purposely brought that poster of that artwork. I just need to find a frame to be able to frame it and hang it. Sorry, no, don't be sorry, Tom. I can take a good ribbing. Yeah. Pimps and lemonade. Yeah. Yeah. Pimps. With all the fruits and cucumber and stuff, I stuck my pinky out too. You did drink Pims. I mean, you're better than me. Did you enjoy it? Because there was something funky about the taste to me. I think it was like the cucumber and like cabbage leaves or whatever they put in it. Didn't have too much fruit in it the last time I remember. But I'm sure it's supposed to. Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because someone actually gave me half a salad in it. Right. On to the next stack. Let's move this over there. Okay, so we don't have any of the three. Loved it. Maybe it was too strong. Some people mix it wrong. Maybe. Yeah, but add like a funky kind of. I think it was just too overpowered by the stuff in it. Pims is what my colleagues get when we go to the races. Oh, la-di-da. You're off to the races, aren't you, soon, Tink? I can't remember when you said that was. You have to remind me. Right, first pack of half booster box number 2. Still no gold Iono's belly bolt. Still no Furret. And still no Lily's Clefairy. 19th of July. Got ya. Right. Dunsparce. Impidimp. Lechonk. Cubo. Hops Cramorant. You love the races. Did you guys bet on the National? I actually totally forgot the Grand National was on. But yeah. Sometimes we used to. When my dad was around, he used to send me down to the bookies. But yeah, we didn't do anything this year. Lily's Pearl. I'm not saying anything about that card either. Cinchino. Matang. Imriver. Rockruff. My dad used to like it because I used to sometimes pick the winner as well. I don't think he ever managed to pick it himself. Kicking off with another hit in the first pack. And it's another Zoroark. I'm happy about that. I needed 2. But at the same time, if everyone's saying it's actually a decent... it's a decent card. It's got value. That also is a good thing. Is it flickable? Tom, you are on one tonight. I don't know. But, you know, the whole waifu thing, I don't even know if I want to go there. But I'm glad your daughter picked the winning horse. I don't know if... I'm assuming all the horses were safe and accounted for at the end of the race this time. My daughter has been paid out every year for the last 8 years, either a win or a placing. Decent. That's a good track record. Professor's Research in reverse. Drampa in reverse. And a Lycan Rock Hollow. Right. It's not deck legal to have it in the same deck as ends PP up. The plot thickens. Wow. There's a little bit of planning going on over at Pokemon Company. Just think like this is like the Harry Potter moment of Pokemon, where they realize all their main fans have grown up and they're allowed to experience like more adult things. So like the violence gets more violent and the darkness gets darker and the sexual content goes through the roof. Milsui in reverse. Iono's Wattrel in reverse. And Magmortar Hollow may start sharing her picks. I'm honestly not a gambler, but I'll be interested to just like follow and see if the luck continues. Some people just have demonic kind of good luck picking stuff, gambling and knowing who to bet on. We got a Shelgon, Milcery, Haldean Wooper, Ens Dalmanitan. Miller is what happens after. Oh, I retracted. I see that. I remember like 15 years ago seeing a load of quotes where they changed the word wand into Willy for Harry Potter. It was, I never knew that. Milcery is what happens. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tom. Redeemable ticket. Combuskin. Reverse Paldean Wooper. A reverse Larvesta. And ends Reshiram again. Okay. You nearly had me go back and look at the card, but then I just remembered what Milcery looks like. I don't need to see him again. One card, to be honest, one Pokemon that I'm always been a bit confused by is Snom. Snom's always been a bit of a funny looking goose. Corvisquire, Low Kicks, Combuskin, Golem, Reverse Wooloo, Reverse Remoraid, and a Wailord. Okay, still at one pool, and I think we're not far off halfway through this box. So these, I kind of like the fact that these are so randomly seeded through the boxes. You know, the pools aren't all clumped in, half at the front, half at the back, or it seems like they're actually really nicely randomly spread out through boxes. Brock's Scouting, Iono's Electrode, Lily's Cutie Fly, and an EX of a Tapu Koko. Yeah, exactly, Fire Ice. Oh my goodness. There was the game where the couple double battle you with Onyx and Cloyster. Sometimes it's not very subtle. Yeah, Cloyster's a funny one. Yeah. Alchemy is what happens on Tennis Pie. Okay. Okay. Right. Straight face. We got a Sigilif. Is it time to put a pause? Pause to the opening or pause to comments? Or I don't know. I'm good. I honestly don't mind. We've got a Mr. Mime in reverse. And I'm losing track of my stacks. Kamala in reverse. And a double. Okay. Oh, you're good, Tom. You're good. Right. I mean, there's always been, like you said, not very subtle, funny looking, funny sounding, and I'm sure it's not the only franchise that have done that sort of thing as well. We got a Black Belt's Training in reverse, Wingull in reverse, and a Magina Hollow. I mean, I've seen some of the Japanese sets where there's just like massive chests and stuff everywhere. Obviously, the Japanese do love that type of excess. Policy jokes, at least, before we get you banned for reading something out. If I read it out, it's my own fault. I should be reading it to myself first. It's not Tom who writes, it's Tramadol. It's a bit like Split. It's not Jane McAvoy, it's Patricia. Patricia. I have more Tramadol coming, so may pass out soon. Yeah, rewatching kids' TV shows and it's full of dirty jokes for the parents. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So many. I mean, Shrek. Shrek is just one perfect example of a ton of adult jokes wrapped up in a kid's film. There is something nice at the back of this pack. And I don't know if it's right at the back. But it does look very nice. We got a Furret in reverse. It is right at the back. Okay, so it can't be that nice. It's textured. I think it... What is that? 2 silver stars, right? Is that? Or 2... I don't know what that is. I think it's just like a full art. Yeah. It's Dunsparce. Okay. The Dunsparce. I'll take it. I need one. So, you know, a pull is a pull. Is a pull. Okay. So we're up a bit. We got 3 pulls now. Hello, Jordan. Good day to you, sir. Good day. How you doing, buddy? You join us as we're 1.5 half booster boxes in. And yeah, you've missed an awful lot of slightly adult related content. Did I? Yeah, sorry. Got a Remoraid, Carablast, Torchic, Virizion, Hop's Choice Band. You missed all the best jokes. The Dunsparce comes with his own drum roll if you read his name out. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun. Playing some Fortnite with Aiden before he heads to his dad's tomorrow. Jordan. The theme La Cucaracha. Jordan. Got the stream running on the phone. No worries. No worries. Hope the games were going well. We got a Q-Fant in reverse. And we've got an illustration rare. Not sure what that is. It's the Swinub. I'll take it. I don't have it yet. It's a new card for the binder. And a Hops Snorlax. Okay. And if we do find another one of those, it's got a very memorable kind of bottom artwork to it. So yeah, we'll remember that one. I think I want to say like there's been 2 or 3 streamers that I've watched opening packs, and that is one of the more common illustration rares that they've been pulling. So it's possible we might see more than one. Anyone that watches PokeCuz, I know I think he's pulled like 3 of them now in maybe like 2 videos. There is something at the back here too. I think it might just be an EX. We've got Darumaka, Noibat, Hops, Choice Band, Articuno, Host Wick, Octillery in reverse, Toadskull in reverse, and it is an EX of Hops Zacian. So we are slowly making our way through all of the main set EXs. This is really nice. This is kind of positive for me because it means that I'm not going to be left with like 2 spaces in a binder on a page where I just really wish I could have at least one of them. Ends Zoroark. No. Obsession is a great card for bench removal. Right. Here we go. We are, how many we got? One. Not really see. 3, maybe 6 packs left after this. Lilligant, Graveler, Dunsparce, Impidimp, Postwick, Claw, Levincia, Lechonk in reverse, Noibat in reverse, and Iono's Kilowattrel. Love how all the trainer Pokemon have a stadium to work with them. There we go. So in the set, there's a stadium that is attached to each of the trainers, or all the trainer Pokemon. Geodude, Lotad, Sentret, Zorua, Claw, Levincia. Stadium for the trainers. Oinkologne, Wailmer in reverse, Hops Bag in reverse, and Noivern Hollow. Okay. Yeah, after this one, we'll take another look and see if we're kind of doing roughly the same on pull rates. It would be nice to sort of get a feeling like from 4 of them if actually we can expect like 1 extra pull per box. Marowak, Lily's Pearl, Burnett, Reverse Clang, should say. Hops, Corvisquire, and a Regirock. Yeah, Stadium for the trainers. I'm seeing some interesting stuff with the Destined Rivals set. Rocket's Energy and the Wobbuffet promo are insane. I think I might have seen the Wobbuffet promo. Ends Castle for Ends Pokemons. Levencia for Iono's Mons. You forget the name of Hop Stadium. Okay. Right. And we've got Delmice, Black Belt's Training, Burnett, Hops Bag, Pangoro, Ruffian in reverse, Zorua in reverse, and Blaziken EX. Okay. Okay. This is good. I would really like to see more illustration rares, obviously. Honestly, I don't know how hard golds are to pull. I haven't seen one pulled yet, I don't think. And I think I must have seen upwards of like 500 packs been opened by now from watching other people's videos. And I know that doesn't sound like a huge amount, but you know, you would expect to have seen a gold by now somewhere. I think they've made golds so incredibly hard to pull, and yet the value just isn't there anymore. Hop must be a warrior. He's obsessed with those sheep. I do know a bit of Hop's lore if need be. Wobbuffet lets you move all damage from a benched Pokemon to your opponent's active one. That's cool. I've heard golds around 0.6%, always the hardest to get. It's crazy. I mean, there's still very little love for gold cards, though. That's what I don't understand. Alolan Graveler in reverse. Billy and Onair in reverse. And Butterfree High. Okay. Okay, we're down to 2 packs. I think the problem is there's 3 golds in this set. And you can guarantee you suddenly see a gold edge. Finally found a gold. You pull away the card and it's one of those gold energies. The likelihood of it being the Iono's belly bolt is so small. But I will get excited if I see a gold edge, must admit. Well-Lord in reverse. Coughing in reverse and like a rock hollow. All right. Iono's belly bolt would be funny to see. I wouldn't mind either the full art or the golds because they're the same art. There is the SIR, which I'll take it if I find it, but I quite like the artwork to the illustration rare and the gold. Right, we've got Iono's Voltorb. Oh, this is in the second reverse slot. We've got an SIR. Ooh, we found one. We found an SIR. Okay, so I don't know the numbers. I'm thinking it's Lily's Clefairy, just from the colours. Thinking it is. Don't know. Yeah, I can get the back one out. Got ends of Reshiram. I don't even know what else could it. Well, I suppose Iono. Any of the trainers with their Pokemon. Let's just go for it. Oh, and it's the Salamence. Oh, honestly, it's an SIR. I'll take it. Very cool. That's a really cool light effect as well. Off the mountains, the beams going through the sky. That is a very cool card. And, I'm not mad about it. Final pack from our second half booster box. And we've got an SIR. A little bit thin on the right, but it's whatever. It's a nice way to finish it off. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits again. That's really cool. Okay. That gives me a bit of hope that we've got a slightly higher chance to pull. There's more pull rate for this set. Yeah, very nice. Well, I hope you're enjoying it so far. 141 from price charting on Salamence. So you talking raw? Surely that's not raw. It looks like a full art card to me. There you go. Fire Ice, if you want to read it. Jesus. Oh, I assume you managed to read it in time. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't have even thought that was like 50, but very cool. 141. Nice pull. I'm one-handed now while the Ivy Antibox go in. No worries. Take it steady. Don't, if you need to go to sleep, if you need to just pass out, do your thing, Tom. Yeah, it's actually a nice card. And it isn't what I was expecting, I should say. But actually, I'm kind of chuffed with it. as I always am with an SIR. You know, beggars can't be choosers after all. All right, let's get our cards to one side. On to half booster box number 3. I don't know whether you'd be pleased to know, but I was kind. So when oh my God. Oh my God. Can we see that? That, I was not expecting that. My kindness was rewarded. I was going to say in the shop where I got these from, there were 5. So what I should say is originally I brought 2 half. No, what did I get? The last time I brought these half booster boxes, I brought 3. Before that, I brought 2. So I had one that I'm currently opening in shorts, and then I had the rest 4 for today. But there were 2 left over in the shop, which I thought I'd leave for other people to be able to buy. And I don't know if they have been bought because I haven't been at work for a few days. But the good news is that potentially there is still more half booster boxes. If I were to hunt down an SIR in this set, it would be the belly bolt. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. After all that talk about golds, something about the first pack in each box, though. That's suspicious. But we're going to see what it is. And if it's gold energy, you know, we've got a reverse combustion. And the gold is next. Don't know if I can. Yeah, we can. A Magina hollow. All right. Are we ready? Please be Iono's belly bolt. It is. Get in. Get in. That's freaking awesome. That is like, that might be my best pull so far. I know we got the SIR, but that might be the best pull we've got so far for me. It's going to sound weird, but if we pull the ferret, there's something very cute about that card, which might end up being the best card that we pull. But we haven't pulled it yet. And that is a massive W for me. That's very cool. Okay, so we can tick one of the 3 off the list. Very sweet. In the first pack as well. Thank you. Yeah, super chuffed about that. Far right, belly roll, please. And it was. That's sweet. That's really sweet. I love that. And we've still got so many packs to open as well. So we've got an SIR and a gold. So the next time we potentially get a gold, I won't be mad if it's the energy. Right. That I have no idea. But I mean, value-wise, I don't think any of the golds really hold any good value. But if anyone could tell me what that is, just raw through price charting, that would be cool. Okay. Bring it down a bit. I'm getting a bit sweaty, actually. It's a warm room. We are, I don't want to say suffering from, because Americans would laugh at us, but in the UK, we do have a bit of a mini heat wave going on. Although the temperature isn't actually that bad yet. We're kind of touching on 19, 20 degrees Celsius, which is kind of 65, 66. So yeah, $32. which is nuts for a card that is 0.6% chance. Oh, 48.92 where I looked on price charting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, good in a way. I think it deserves to be a little bit more. So only slightly more expensive than Whale Lord Raw. Yeah. Pancham in reverse. And we've got an EX. It's another Zashin. That's good. There's our second. Oh, Far Ice. I think that's Japanese. But yeah, it just amazes me. Like, for a card so hard to pull, how are they not topping $100? You know, even Lily's Clefairy, as much as it's what, like 260 raw at the moment, something like that. I've seen everyone pull it. So I'm going to jinx myself now, but like I was thinking, like before the stream, I'd be crazy to think that I won't pull it because everyone has pulled it. It's such a common pull. It's almost like products have been loaded with the Lily's Clefairy SIR. Florigato in reverse, Silicobra in reverse, and Metagross. Okay. Oh, it was Japanese, yeah. Japanese gold female trainers are more valuable than English. Interesting. All right. And considering, I suppose you could say it's a waifu card as well, you'd think it would kind of hold that type of prominence as well. We've got Fire Energy, Magma, Wooloo, Bagon, Paris, Cloth, Levincia, Oinkologne, Sentret in reverse, Dalmanitan in reverse, and Regirock Hollow. You've got to try and remember to keep 4 of the pack artworks in relatively good condition when I open them, because I'll need them to go into the binder. And I keep ripping open the backs like all the way through. So you've got a Volcarona, Hostwick in reverse, Maractus in reverse, and a double. See a lot of the hollow double. Right, let's do this a bit carefully, shall we? If I can actually do it. Nope. Would a reverse ends PP up just be antidepressants? Maybe. Maybe. Right. Let's see if we can improve on our 2 pulls so far. Wingull, Swinub, Shelmet. I'm pretty sure, I guess, if you've got a gold in a half booster box, you wouldn't expect to see an SIR from that box. We got a Joltik in reverse. And wouldn't you believe it, there's that very familiar bottom. We've got a Swinub. I had a feeling that was going to happen. And a Lily's Ribombee. Okay, so there it is. I think the theory is very sort of proven by now. Swinub is the one that's always going to show its face. Probably in every opening. But there's always one. And I decimated that pack again, so totally forgetting my my own instructions. Torkoal, Kamala, coughing, Marowak, wheezing, Virizion, Darumaka in reverse, Caterpie in reverse, and we've got an EX, and it's the second Blaziken. That's nice. Oh, I don't have very much moderation on the channel, but the auto moderator got you. Sorry, Tom. Vitalik, welcome in. How you doing? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. I honestly think they should have made Magiana a Lily's Pokemon. That would have been pretty cool, actually. Yeah. What happened? Tom swore. He said something in a message. Nothing bad. Agree that went too far. I mean, I honestly, it's just YouTube. I don't actually really need auto moderation on, but YouTube has certain words that it likes to purge. So in my eyes, don't worry, Tommy didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, there is a small percentage of auto moderation that goes on. Right. Gradually opening these more and more off screen. We got a Wooper, Black Belts Training, Whalmer, Grimmsnarl, Ends PP up. I really wish I hadn't said that out loud. Cubone in reverse, Stunfisk in reverse, and Ends Reshiram. I'm going to stumble across saying it by accident just because I'm reading out the cards. And that's going to kind of annoy me after a while. Keep that one because I purposely opened it nicely. All right. Maybe give it a custom name. How about nope? It's funny that I can say to stick and defeat us without getting a stand there. It is kind of funny. What you just said is more funny, I think. But yeah, very true, Tom. Very true. I do wonder what the graded population will be of that card. Of the Nope card, yeah. Billy and Onair. Hop's Choice Bands. Did I? Yeah. Articuno. There's a card that a lot of people seem to pull, but then other people seem to have a huge amount of trouble trying to pull at the illustration rare of Articuno, which is a very nice card. Postwick, Volcarona in reverse, Billionaire in reverse, and Tyranitar. Going to be higher than normal commons and uncommons. Postwick is Hop Stadium. Gotcha. Okay. We've got Grass Energy, Zorua, Darumaka, Fungus, Clink, Clinklang, Ends Castle, Sandaconda, Thurret, Regice, and a Mamoswine. Okay. That's not bad. All of them seem to be a little bit heavy on the left-hand side. I don't know if that's the print run, maybe, that these boxes were taken from. But, yeah. How many left from this box? We've got 8 packs. Just over halfway. But yeah, another pull. I'll happily take as many as I can. Pancham, Minchino, Petalil, Piloswine, Cloth, Levincia, Oincologne, Durant in reverse, Escavalier in reverse, and another EX of Iono's Bellybolt. That's the first one I think I've seen of those. I honestly think that might be the first one I've seen pulled. Like, full stop. That's very cool. Okay, and so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 pulls from this box so far. And we've still got, what do I say? 8 packs left. 7, maybe. This might be the craziest half booster box that we'll ever see. Looks a bit like a Fall Guy. The Bellybolt. Oh, one of the Fall Guys from the game. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Lotad, Nimble, Larvitar, Remoraid, Copperaja, Redeemable Tickets, Spiky Energy, Volcarona in reverse, Maractus in reverse, and Butterfree. We're either going to have like the most insanely painful stack of packs to open where there's going to be nothing in it, or this one's going to blow the odds out of the window. Hair on my ear or something. Okay. We've got a Metal Energy, Q-Fant, Sprig, Silicobra, Fungus, Burnett, Hop, Pangoro, Dunsparce in reverse, Piloswine in reverse, and Noivern. Thought you were going to save packaging. I halfway through opening the pack and I'm like, oh, yep. I mean, the odds are that I'll save enough. They don't have to be too perfect. It's just normally I only like to open the very top of those ones just so I can I usually put a energy card inside it and then fold over the top and bottom edge. But if I've opened the back of them, then it gets a bit harder to close it up nicely. I've got a booster box of Chinese gem cards coming later this week. If you've not seen them, they look really cool. Lucids, I wanted some. I know the ones you're talking about. It's 151. But there's some crazy hollow patterns and reverse patterns. But this is also part 1. Like, there's going to be, like, I think 2 or 3 different releases of them, which will have different cards in the different packs. But I think there's like 4 different SIRs that are exclusive. It's the ones with Captain Pichu, yeah. I know the ones. Yeah, I looked at, I think I nearly bought 4 or 5 boxes off eBay. I need to go back and see if they're still there. But they are very cool. I don't normally do sort of foreign packs of Pokemon. I normally just open English. But that did really appeal to me. I watched Rev open a ton of boxes of them. And I really liked the different types of hollow foil that they've used on them, and some of the cards seemed like almost unique. You just went on AliExpress. That sounds like one of the most dodgiest things you've ever said. I assume AliExpress is it like legit now? Like Amazon for us sort of thing? It's Chinese Amazon basically. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're not getting shafted, you know. Lies, you open the French ones. I did open some French packs, yes. mainly because I was in France and I just thought it would be fun too. Um, but yeah, my point being, when in Rome, or I should say when in Fecon, um, obviously, um, do as the Romans do. But I'm not in Japan, and I'm probably never going to be in Japan. Although I would really love to be in Japan. So yeah, but you are right. I did kind of lie just then. I have opened some foreign packs. Octillery, Torkoal. Okay, we are really having this kind of streak of bad nothingness. We've got an EX of Salamence. Okay. So we've just beaten the odds. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? There's our 7. Say that again. I'm not saying that again. It's hard to get packs in Japan anyway. When I went, they sold out really quickly, but loads of card shops selling singles. I've seen some crazy shops actually. I can't remember what channel I was watching, but they went into like these card shops and they're all literally covered the walls with racking and individual cards. But I know that they've had a big problem with, I don't know if they necessarily have scalpers over there, but they've had a big problem with just not being able to get access to the new sets as they come out. Or if they do, they're limited to like one booster box each or something. Ens Zerua, Tropius, Swinub, Kling Clang, Ens Castle, Sandaconda, Dunsparce in reverse, Cramorant, and Kilowattrel. Yeah, they have people queuing at their Pokemon centers well before it opens. That's just, can't imagine. I'm dreading the day that what we've been seeing with Prismatic becomes the norm. I don't want to have to scrape around looking for the first opportunity to get hold of something. I think I've just been so lucky for the past 2 years. Every set's been available. There's been no shortage of it. I could literally jump on the websites and like my favorite sellers, distributors, and literally just pick up as many as I wanted. But now it's just, I wonder if there's going to be like restrictive practices put in place. I know Pokemon Center, or Pokemon Company have said that they're just going to print things to the ground to try and stop it from being so easy for scalpers to get a foothold. We've just got illustration rare. I don't want it to, but it might. Not as bad as the US though, where we're seeing people get into fights. I've seen some of those footage. It's just fights. There's no need for that shit. You know, it's stupid. Yeah, having to refresh sites so much, I can't get much. I've got like a thing on Discord, which is really handy, which is like stock checker, and it gives you a notification when certain things are in stock somewhere. But as soon as you get onto their website, you can't add anything to a basket. Tyranitar in reverse. It's an wow. Okay, a second Iono's Kilowattrel. Okay, it is done when scalpers fight. Okay. I mean, I'll take 2. I'll take 2. And a Lycanroc Hollow. Mm-hmm. I can't remember if anyone said the price of that one. Don't remember if anyone did. But it's a nice card. Tink with the rattle one. Well, lots of different videos actually. Rattle, I do like watching rattle stuff actually. I've been struggling to get things even being on the page when it goes live. It's savage, savage. And Pokemon Center dropped the, what are they called? Like the super ultra premium prismatic evolutions, ultra premium super whatever it was collection. And they just dropped it in the middle of the day without any warning whatsoever. I'm really confused by that. Okay, so in the end, from that half booster box, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. One extra hit, 2 if you look at generally like half booster boxes. With one of them being that really nice illustration rare. And a gold Ionu's belly bolt. Okay. I really can't complain with this. This is actually like one of the most fun, varied openings that I've done in quite some time. Like we're really making a good way through the back end of the binder as opposed to just the main set, which is really nice. Yeah, you were in the queue for that and missed it, but you found out an LGS that had some, so you got a super premium collection. That's really cool. See, we don't have that over here. We don't have LGSs, assuming their allocation doesn't get reduced. If they cancel your order, that must really suck. All the people that had prismatic cancelled on them. It is really, I mean, even Journey Together, that happened too. Iona's Kilowatt rules $16 to $17, no problem. That's still pretty decent, actually. Yeah. Give me 1 second. If you're not already, do follow the Discord. Oh, I need to change the Discord actually. Let me do that now. Where are we? Didn't have my Discord open. Yeah, you had Prismatic Evolutions ETBs cancelled from Amazon and Game. You still can't get one. I'm in the limbo for the Destined Rivals ETB. I order from the site, but I have potentially cancelled status. Yikes. Right. Let me just grab this link. Won't let me do it. Hold on a second. Can you? Fearless Terrestrial set released for China, featuring exclusive. And then I can't read the rest, but that's a really cool Arcanine on there. Right, commands. Let me change my Discord. Okay, so the link for the Discord should be updated now. They need to do something like what they are for the Switch 2. Nintendo have added prerequisites for pre-ordering. Oh, interesting. Like what prerequisites? Yeah. Hopefully that'll work. Right. We've got one half booster box left. And then the contents of the ETB. So we're on the home stretch. Having played 50 hours on the OG Switch. Oh, okay. Having a Nintendo online membership. Okay. We have the membership, but I'm not sure if we've got 50 hours. Maybe Tink has. I know she played quite a lot of Mario Kart back in the day. And she started off playing Fortnite on Switch as well. Fungus. Darimaka. But that's very clever, actually. Articuno. Black Belt's training. Larvitar. Okay, so this is the first one where we don't get first pack magic, but I'm okay with that. I am not miffed. Hard to do for cards. Maybe they could prioritize people who play Pocket. That would be nice, yeah. 50 hours over 8 years isn't a lot, to be honest. We've only had the Switch a year and a half. That's about right, isn't it, Tink? About a year and a half. But at the same time, you'd think in the course of a year and a half, 50 hours might be doable. Wailmer, Lily's Pearl, Cinccino, Maractus, Ferret in reverse, Shelmet, and a Magmortar. Right. Yeah, it was for your birthday. So September, not last year, year before. Noibat, Geodude, Lotat, Centrit, Postwick, Clorf, Levincia, Octillery in reverse, Coughing in reverse, and a Lycanroc. All right. We've got Metal, Ionos Tadbulb, Cramorant, Florigato, Rookidee, Toadscroll, Ruffian, Low Kicks, Billy and Onair. That's a very nice surprise. I actually pulled that away way too quick. That's a sweet card. What a great artwork for Lycanroc. That's very nice. Again, not a rough. You know what I'm saying. Not Roughnet, not Rockruff. Yeah. Words have escaped me. I don't know if it's like getting late, but I'm finding my my ability to talk has waned. But yeah, there we go. Again, slightly heavy on the right. This one's actually slightly heavy on top as well. But there we go. So first pull is actually a banger for me. I really like that card. Okay. Next up. I'm thinking at some point we might see like a little surge of pulls from a few packs in a row, since we opened quite a few without getting anything. We got a Super Potion, Corviknight, Banette, Lechonk in reverse, Zorua in reverse. And we've got an EX of Mamoswine. That's a new one? I think that's a new one. But there's our second pull. That's decent. I'm expecting the ETB packs to pay off. I'm hoping they do, yeah. But we shall see. As I said, some people 3 to 4 pulls from an ETB, which is actually a decent return. Other people like an EX. It's the best they've got. So we shall see. Remoraid, Combusken, Golem, Escavalier, Whalmer in reverse, Corvisquire in reverse, and a Regirock. I don't know if anyone in chat is actually taking code cards, but I know some people watch the videos back and they sort of farm them up. So if you do that in the end, no worries. Grimmsnarl. Nope. Ends Clang in reverse. Remoraid in reverse. And Iono's Kilowattrel. I remembered that one, Lucid. Got there in time, just as my brain was processing the words. So ends Clang is fine, but nice. Okay. I hadn't thought about that, actually, but now you mention it. I mean, it's unfortunate that they've associated them with a trainer, because Clang was never a problem. Kling Clang was never really a problem, but Ruffian in reverse, Oricorio in reverse. I don't think I've ever seen that card. And a double. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Have we even pulled a Oricorio yet? That's cool. All right. Let's see. It would be cool to pull another SIR, I must admit. Wooloo, Beldum, Bagon, Pelipper, Hops Bag, Kling Clang, Alolan Graveler in reverse, Noibat. That's a full art, I think. Not sure which one it could be. It's another Mammoth's one. Okay. I wasn't really paying attention to the bottom of the other one when we pulled it. But, you know, is what it is. Oh, Mammoth's one, maybe. Yeah. I should have waited a little minute just to let chat catch up. The orange was familiar. Never mind. Never mind. Don't even know what other full arts were, other than the ones with trainers. Don't know what ones we really need. Swinub's still popping up everywhere, even after he evolves. Yep. All right. Squawkabilly, Clang, Ferret, Druddigon. There's the Druddigon. Wheezing, Virizion, Hop's Choice Band, Wellord in reverse, Silicobra in reverse, and we've got another EX of Volcanion. That again is another new one. It's actually quite a lot of EXs in this set. I think that might be half the problem is there's so many different EXs. Okay. I honestly wish they did full art stadiums. It would be quite cool, actually. I do. There's something very sort of nice about the artworks when they do gold stadiums. Yeah, my X's are always the problem. Isn't that always the way? Okay. Wingle, Togedamari, Squovets, Paris, Sandaconda, Copperaja, Enns Castle, Iono's Voltorb in reverse, Iris's Fighting Spirit in reverse, and Meowscarada Hollow. Right. We have, I think, 7 packs left. Cubone, Lechonk, Joltik, Larvesta, Articuno, Postwick, Cloth. Again, I'm not even sure if we've seen a Cloth cards up until now. Petalil in reverse. Impidimp in reverse. And a Wailord Hollow. Not sure how many pulls we've had from this box so far. But I guess what worries me might be if the very first cards in that last half booster box and the very first pack and the very last pack both had pulls, and that made it an 8 pull box. Does that mean that potentially there's boxes that have 5 pulls, 6 pulls at a push? We've got a Minchino in reverse, Cramorant in reverse, and a Noivern. Let's have a quick check. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 hits. And we've got 5 packs left. I suppose booster boxes do tend to have that same sort of problem, I suppose, because sometimes you get average used to be 12 hits per box, right? Per booster box. And then sometimes you'd get some that had 13, possibly 14. And other times you'd sometimes get ones that had 11. So it's possible. We've got a Levincia, Oinkologne, Burnett, Lombre in reverse. Please tell me that's what I think it is. Is that the Enns Reshiram? That's one of my chases. Not in my top 3. Another Mamoswine. I think that's the bottom of the Enns Reshiram. I wanted 3, yeah. I wanted the Gold Iono, the Furret, and the Lily's Clefairy. But I will take an Enns Reshiram. And it's not. Oh, wow. Okay, that had me fooled. Noibat has a very cute card. That definitely had me fooled, though. Never mind. And there's a Butterfree as well. I got baited by the bat. But he's a very cute bat. So, I will take it. And it's a card we needed anyway. So, all right. But yeah, Enns Reshiram is one that I would very much like. There's a handful in there. But yeah, just for personal reasons, me and Tink love the Furret artwork. And of course, Lily's Clefairy is like the biggest card in the set. So we've got Darkness. I'm going to get back on the stack. Tadbulb, Cramorant, Florigato, Rookie D, Credence, Regice, Cramorants, Torchic, Noivern, and we've got an EX of Lily's Clefairy. Okay. Very cool. Cool color scheme, cool artwork. Okay. There's the Ends Reshiram promo and the enhanced booster box too. No chance of getting that. I've actually, if you haven't used Stock Checker already, I'd highly recommend joining their Discord. You get notifications when things do appear in the shops. And what I'm noticing with Journey Together is that stuff actually does hang around sometimes long enough for you to get. I did manage to order that ETB that I'm opening today. And I also ordered some triple blisters from Amazon. It's definitely worth having Stock Checker on hand. It works in the UK and the US, but they do have a dedicated channel for the enhanced booster box. Haven't managed to get hold of a box myself yet, but I do want, and to some extent I need the promo for my promo binder. Right, nothing in that pack. So yeah, and I think they are popping up on like eBay, but they're going for around 30 to 40 pounds at the moment, so like $50, which is just silly for a card. Lily's Clefairy counters my Dragapult deck just because it makes me weak to it. Okay. I think the enhanced one is just Pokemon Center website. No. So there were allocations given out, maybe in England. I don't know if it's different in America, but there were allocations made out to different distributors. So some shops actually do receive like their allocations. You did order an ETB from Amazon for Journey Together, but I'm not a fan of the set, so I cancelled that one. Still trying to get Prismatic Evolutions, Surging Sparks. Surging, I honestly don't think products for set, they're going to have to do a massive reprint on Surging, I think. And hopefully they don't play that silly game they play where they do a reprint, but then they don't print any hits. It seems like there's no hits to be gathered from it. You know, it's just a way for them to keep. I thought there was something there for a second, but not. It's just a way for them to take money from you, basically. My local WH Smiths isn't even stocking Paldea Evolved. I keep saying Paldea Evolved. PE to me is Paldea Evolved. Prismatic Evolutions. Yeah, Smiths. I don't know if your Smiths have the, Toys R Us in WH Smiths. They've been doing that for a while. I've been into the ones around here and around where my son lives. They don't have Pokemon at all. Right, this is the last pack from this half booster box. We've got a reverse Torkoal, reverse Lilligant, and a very cool card, the Hop Snorlax. I also need the stamped promo of that, but not a hit. They didn't stock Prismatic Evolutions. They went straight from Surging Sparks right to Journey Together. Yeah, and I think part of the problem with that is because Prismatic Evolutions was a holiday set. There's a lot of shops that won't have sold it. Like the shop that I work in, we sell half booster boxes. Well, I don't sell half booster boxes. They do to me. But typically, they have half booster boxes and then they open them and they sell individual packs. But you can only get that stuff. You can only get that stuff. What am I trying to say? Because it's a main set, because it's not a holiday set. Do you see what I mean? Holiday sets seem to have a different distribution process, and different people manage to be able to sell it, as opposed to we can't sell it because there's no booster boxes and there's no half booster boxes. It's all special boxes. Sometimes Tesco's is where unless I bought them online, Shining Fates I managed to get from Tesco's. Somehow you managed to get stuff from Blackwell. No, Waterstones. It wasn't Blackwell, it was Waterstones. But Waterstones is a good shout. Yeah, it feels strange that the better sets seem to be holiday sets. I think that's always the way. They're not necessarily better sets because they're painfully hard to complete. Way more than typical sets from the era. But there's something extra that they put into those sets. Okay, we are. Yeah, it was a bookstore. Yeah, Waterstones. Definitely give that a shout. Lucid. 151 was great, but painful on the wallet to master. I'm sure it was. I never mastered it. I still have a load of cards that I still need, and there's zero chance of getting hold of packs. So we've got our 9 packs. This is the final 9 packs of Journey Together that we're going to be opening today. It's the ETB packs. Let's see how we do. We'll check out Waterstones. I always forgot they do Pokemon. Yeah, just randomly on the end of next to the till, glass cabinet. I'm assuming it would always be in roughly the same spot. But they've had, I mean, they do Pokeballs and Poketins, but in terms of Prismatic Evolutions, they've had the triple blisters. They did have the booster bundles, but I never got there in time and they'd sold out. Yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye on. If you've got one local to you, just pop in every now and again. Tom's coming with the, oh no. We got Oricorio in reverse. Oh my. 2 in 1 stream. What are the odds? What are the odds? Not a bad start, Lucid. Not a bad start. Could we see a second belly bowl? That would be crazy. I mean, a shame because the value's just not what it really should be, but that's pretty cool. What was the other? What's the other golds? I know one's an energy. Oh, Ends Zoroark EX. It's the energy you said you didn't mind pulling it now. I don't mind pulling it necessarily, but would I rather have the Ends Zoroark? You know. But you know, I'll take it. Whatever, regardless, whatever it is, I'll take it. Okay. We got a Whale Lord at the back. If everyone could just like pin their fingers together in a good luck, wishful thinking way, I will take another Iono's Belly Bolt. It's the spiky energy. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a card I needed. I'm more than happy. But honestly, like 2 golds in one opening, less than 100 packs, and it's a 0.6% pull rate. That's crazy. Oops. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's a very nice card though. Only because it's one that I need. All right. I feel bad for saying it. No, I don't feel bad, mate. If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't have said it when I said I'll be happy to pull the energy, because at the end of the day, I still need it for the binder, you know. Okay. Next up. So that was first pack magic from the ETB. So, if we're left with just that from the ETB, how would you guys necessarily feel? I don't think that will be it. I think at least we'll get an EX, possibly more. We've got Darkness, Paris, Wingull, Swinub, Shelmet, Levincia, Corviknights, Super Potion, Rookie D, Lombre, and we've got an EX. Another Blaziken. I think that's the third one, so I think actually that's a spare. But that's okay. I think we pulled so many EXs. Actually, I'm not mad about that. Now the fun begins trying to find the second one of all the ones that we still need the second one for. Okay. Pack number 3. I think they should up the odds of packs in ETBs to encourage people to open them. I think they're up and down. When Crown Zenith first came out, the ETBs for Crown Zenith, first wave, you could complete a set if you had 5 to 10 ETBs. It was crazy. The pull rates were nuts. I think the first week they came out, I watched maybe 20 or 30 gold cards being pulled, like Giratinas, Palkias, and then something changed when the next wave came out. And in other sets, when Scarlet and Violet base came out, the ETBs had nothing in them. So we've got Postwick in reverse and Silicobra in reverse and a Magmortar. So yeah, I think it's hard to gauge whether or not any particular sets ETBs are going to be worth opening. I think there's always the pull of there's a promo card. If you collect promo cards, you need to have the promo card from that ETB. What are we doing? That ETB and possibly the Pokemon Center version 2. I heard Crown Zenith was just an outlier in having a great pull rate. I knew ES was terrible. I actually got hold of a case of 10 Evolving Skies ETBs, and I didn't actually do too bad off them. I think I got one alternate art and a ton of other cards. We've got a Magma. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Magma, Iris's Fighting Spirit, and a Magiana. But yeah, I didn't do too bad actually, and I really liked ES as a set. I got into it too late. I wish I'd had the chance to open like booster boxes of it, but too late to the party on that one. The promo is what makes you decide on getting an ETB or just booster bundles. Price of stamped ETBs promos is crazy now though. Yeah. It's been a while since I actually got a Pokemon Center ETB actually. I haven't really pre-ordered for the best part of maybe a year. We got a Virizion in reverse and an Impidimp in reverse and a Metagross. Okay. I'm going to start making some space here. I got a sealed Snorlax stamped 151 ETB for 11. That's pretty cheap. It's now 150. Yeah. You can still buy ES booster boxes, just stupid monies. Yeah, absolutely. I think I think I did find a shop the other week, but there's only so much faith you can put into an online shop. And they were looking for, I think it was 600 for a booster box. That's crazy. Excuse me. And I was hesitating on even paying 100. I paying at 11 at the time. That's the thing, isn't it? I go on, like, I use chaos cards quite a lot. And when I'm trying to fill gaps in binders, I look at a card and I think, you want £1.50 for that card, you know? And it means something to me because I want that gap filled in the binder. And sometimes you're willing to pay for it, but then other times you just think, £4 for a promo card, you're having a laugh. Pokemon Center seems to be adding ES to bundles every so often now. Yeah, they released some special box that it was filled with just like random plushies and stuff, but there was sleeved boosters in there, and I saw I saw there was like a sleeved booster of ES in there. We got a Maractus. I wasn't expecting that. I got caught chatting. I'm definitely not seeing double banger packs. I don't know if anyone's experienced that yet with this set, but it seems like there are no double bangers. But yeah, very nice Maractus pull. I can get rid of one of the sleeves. I don't need two. Cool. All right, so 3 hits from that ETB so far, and we've still got 3 packs left. The amount of times I see a card and think I really want them, then see the price and decide I don't need it. Yeah. Slightly different with me with the promo cards. Like, I know you said you look at the promo and decide if you want it. Obviously, like, silly me, I have the binder run in and I want to try and fill all the gaps in that too. So I kind of eventually they become ones that I need anyway. Like all of the ones from Pokemon Center with the stamp that I've missed, that's going to end up sort of being something I have to go back and retrospectively. We've got Hop Snorlax in reverse, Cramoran. I saw like a sparkly edge. Okay. We've got an EX, and it's a second Belly Bolt. So there's another pair that we've just made. But yeah, so we're going to need a fair few of the Pokemon Center promo cards. Mastering 151, I decided to just buy the singles I want instead of getting them all. Yeah, what I'm probably going to do for the moment is I'm going to focus on Sword and Shield, buying singles for Sword and Shield sets just to get those completed. And then around near the end of the Scarlet and Violet era, then I'll start looking at possibly buying the singles that I need from that era, because the new era will have started or will be close to starting. And you've got kind of a year from that point before they start phasing out, including packs within different products. So yeah, I think you probably still got like maybe 2 years of opening the Scarlet and Violet packs. Shelgon in reverse. I don't remember that card at all. Tyranitar in reverse. And a double. Okay. Right. So we've got 4 hits and we're on to our last pack. Honestly, 4 hits from an ETB is really good. Really good. Absolutely can't complain, but we always like a little bit of last pack magic. If you want to drop an LPM into the chat, I won't be miffed. Let's see what we can find. Metal Energy, Squovets, Paris, slow roll in this one, a Milcery, a Wooper, A Regice. Giving it time for all the good luck to build up. A Corviknight. Spiky Energy. We have a reverse Toadscrawl. And a reverse Morgrem. And a Lily's Ribombe. Okay. And that's how it ends. Honestly, what a crazy amount of pulls. What a crazy, varied amount of pulls. That was crazy good fun. So let's have a think. You got bear with me 1 second. Two golds and a Salamence is very good. And a Wailord too. Honestly, yeah, I can't complain at all about what I found. Tom, good night, bro. I will try and get hold of you tomorrow. We'll definitely try and play some games. But yeah, sleep well. See you later. Fire Ice, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, in terms of what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do this on screen properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 main set EXs. And we got Zoroark. Just want to double check. Possession. Blaziken, Silence. Bellybolt. I knew there was another Bellybolt. There was only one Clefairy. There was 3 Blazikens. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different EX cards with a pair of Zacians, a pair of Zoroarks, a pair of Salamence, Bellybolts a pair. We've got 3 Blazikens, so we definitely got a pair there. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 others where we still need a second one. I don't know if that's all of the EX cards. I'm going to have to take a look after the stream. But that's a really good return on EXs, considering for me, they're quite a big part of the main set binder. But yeah, very cool. So what do we say there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 with 2 doubles, right? We got 2 of those. Oh no, 3 doubles. Yeah. So yeah. Can't believe we got 2 gold cards though. That's crazy. Plus probably one of my like low level chases. And an SIR. Wow. Okay. That was amazing. Hope you enjoyed that. It's going to be a while before I really get a chance to open a whole bunch of one particular set. I know on my birthday I'm going to be opening quite a bit, but it won't be one set. It will be like a big mixture of a lot of different sets. But yeah, it's really, really fun to be able to just like open up. I don't know if hopefully by the time Destined Rivals comes out, I'm in a position to be able to open a good bunch of different, not good different sets, but a good bunch of packs. So maybe do another 80 or 100 pack opening to kick off the MasterSet quest. But yeah, if you were to build a deck, what card would you put in it? That's a really good question, Fire Ice, because I don't understand deck mechanics. I don't honestly know. I mean, just going by kind of what cards I like the look of, it might be in Iono, but I don't know what that means in terms of what deck might include after that point. Which sets have you got saved up? You talking about for my birthday, Lucid? Because I don't know. I was kind of keeping it a secret because there's a few special ones in there. But I don't mind sharing, really. What I'm thinking is kind of going back to my roots. So when the channel first started, Pokemon Go, Fusion Strike, Shining Fates. Those were the big sets that I was opening at the time that I was getting hold of a lot of. So I'm thinking I've got an ETB of Shining Fates. I've got a like a Shining Eevee collection box for Pokemon Go. I was going to try and get hold of an ETB of Fusion Strike. Although Fusion Strike hates me, so I don't know why I do it. Also, I've got an ETB of Celebrations. I was thinking about opening that. There is a 24 pack of sleeved Paldea Evolved. So I was thinking doing a Magikarp hunt. There is my ETB of Prismatic Evolutions. I've got 3 triple blisters of Prismatic as well. I was hopefully at some point going to be able to get hold of some booster bundles for Prismatic, but I don't know if that's going to come in time. What else was there? I think a Lost Origin ETB. And I was going to end it on, I'm going to forget the name of it now. God, don't. Special set. The promo in it was the birds, stained glass birds. Why can't I think of the name of the set? Shining, not Shining. No, Fates, Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates, yeah. I've got an ETB of that. And I was thinking about opening that. But yeah, I don't know if that's kind of, is that going overboard? I don't know. We're doing for time. 10 to 12. All right. Honestly, Lucid, that was kind of one of my main reasons for the impulse to buy it. I love that card too. I don't collect Hidden Fates, so any pulls from the packs are really just maybe going to go towards grading at some point. I hate these things. So yeah, I don't know, but I do want that promo, so I have to open it. Going to watch the rest of the stream in bed, no worries. I won't be long anyway. I'm just going to open a couple of these, and then I'll be done for the night. Okay. Nice little Latias promo. And there's code cards. All right. There's still quite a lot I need from Stella. I did manage to do quite a big binder population because we'd opened so much over the past few live streams, but I haven't really pulled anything big from it. So, you know, still hoping to do that. Do you grade purely with ace. Let's hope for a stellar treasure. I wouldn't say no. Yeah, Lucid, you send all your stuff to ace grading, right? Is the value kind of held strong with ace grading? Got Minfu reverse, Varoom reverse, and an Archiludon. Because they're local. Yeah, I think they're one of the only UK-based ones as well. Ace is gonna forget his name. They were the ones that had the theft, right? Right. Not as good as PSA on value, but some do well. Okay. Charge book. Grab it. Area 0 underdepths. Crabominable. Reverberate. Reverse Carnivine. Reverse Lapras. And a Melmetal. Okay. So at the moment, obviously nice pulls would be welcome, but we're still missing quite a lot of reverses. And some of the main cards as well, the commons, uncommons. So it won't be too far of a stretch to say that we probably need some of these cards for the binder anyway. But if I open another one of these triple blisters and there's nothing in it, there's something. Got an EX. I was going to say I would be quite disappointed after 6 packs, but a Greninja EX. I don't think I've got that. That link was quite new to me. Randolph? Is that? Yeah. Randolph Pokemon. I'm trying to think of his name for a minute. I love the amount of cards with abilities. Yeah. I mainly do ace for the aesthetics, but if I got a 4-figure card, it would be PSA. Yeah, I think once the value really ramps up, PSA is the only one that's got like the market clout to hold that type of price. But I find it really unfair that one, that PSA's got that sort of stranglehold on the market, but also that there's no access to PSA from the UK, really. If that's the case, why can't we have a branch in the UK? Yeah, kind of awkward. And I know there used to be like middlemen, but they basically had to shut all that down because of there was too much problems with having third parties involved. Just put a picture of the promo in the slab in your Discord. No worries, I'll take a look in a sec. Another Latias. All of these were the Latias promos. Don't know if I've actually got hold of the other promo that came with the Stellar Crown triples. I'm gonna have to have a look online. Check my promo binder out. PSA is hit by tariffs too. Ooh, yeah, they will be, won't they? I think they've stopped accepting non-US submissions while they figure the tariffs out. Big amount of impact. Huge amount of impact. Globalization is almost vital, Otherwise, if the UK has to sort of, I don't want to say stand on its own 2 feet, but actually create business in order to be able to carry on providing stuff that was provided by like companies in the US or companies wherever else, it's going to cause a lot of problems. And I wonder how many businesses will literally overnight just fall over. like lose all their business because people just aren't willing to pay an increased tariff. Going to do harm overall. Gossifleur, we've got Cubone, Nimble, Papaya Berry, Tornado, Kofu, Alchemy in reverse, Dreadnought in reverse, and an Earthworm EX. That, I don't think, I haven't seen it. I don't think I have that. But that's very nice. I mean, it's an Earthworm. It's not huge. It's not Earthworm Jim. But I'll take it just because I need it. Yeah, especially how much some of them are for some countries. Don't forget, lots of products move around a lot of countries while being made. Yeah, parts in different countries going towards one final product. Yep. Yep. All right. So Nintendo had to pause pre-orders of Switch 2 in the US because they manufacture in Vietnam, which got 46% tariffs. I heard that, and I assumed Nintendo fanboys are going to be furious with that. Furious about it. Because what do you do? Like, there is no Switch America. There is no alternative to a Switch. Yeah, you could buy a Steam Deck, but it's twice as much with games on a platform that you don't actually play a part in, buy any of. You haven't got games on their platform already. Trump's annoyed a shit ton of people. That's the truth. We got a Jirachi. Grand Tree. That is a new one. New A-spec for me. Very nice. Salandit in river and a Grimmsnarl. I heard there was a lot of like discontent, you could call it, in America yesterday, was it? Like marches and stuff. I don't know. It's just what I got told earlier. But yeah, I think there was like protests and stuff. Right. There are a couple of other things. Grand Tree is awesome in terms of what it can do. That is a hell of a long description, actually, but what it can actually do. Interesting. There are a few other things that I could carry on opening Celicrown. I've got the Graphite EX box. I've also got a what's his name? A Kyogre tin. But what I'm thinking is, like, I'm off work until Wednesday, so I could actually like jump back on live again tomorrow or the day after. And there's a couple of other things I want to do as well. I definitely want to binder some stuff up. Part of that means actually picking up all the shit that's fallen on the floor and getting it all back into an order as well. But I do need to binder up Journey Together. So that might be another reason to go live. Plus, I'll be able to open a few more things if I don't open it all, up today. So yeah, so I'm gonna call it there. You're gonna head out. Thank you, Fire Ice. Yeah, please do. If you haven't liked already, please do like the stream. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully in the next couple of days, just get a few bits done, like a bit of bindering. Maybe make the content for another video. But yeah, thanks very much. I'm quite tired. It's quite late. I've waffled quite a lot today, I feel like, but it's been really fun. I'm really glad to be able to open so much of this set. I'm really glad to be able to share it with you. So yeah, have a great rest of your evening, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the US, or night if you're in the UK. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.